Hey, Kevin Houser here with Firefighter Craftsmanship, talking about tactical breathing, or the box breath. The box breath has gotten a lot of airtime over the recent years from Commander Mark Devine with SEAL Fit, and he's done an absolutely amazing job of bringing this concept to the masses. I highly encourage you to check out a lot of his resources that he has on his YouTube channel and all of his social media site. The box breath basically just creates rhythm in our breathing patterns. It makes us focus on how we're breathing. It makes us think where we're breathing from our thoracic cavity. And it's able to lower our respiration rate, able to lower our heart rate, which is all very, very good stuff as we're working on the fire scene. For me personally, I don't like to use the box breath when I'm working very, very hard. It's really hard for me to do. And I prefer to work on that diaphragmatic breath and just really focusing on slowing my respiration rate down as much as I possibly can. Where I like to use the box breath the most is when I'm staged for an evolution, a training evolution, or staged on a call, or if we're responding to a call where we know we're gonna actually get to do some work, which is what we wanna do, right? Another good spot for us to use that box breathing is in a safety and survival situation where we might have to go to the wheel breathing technique. The box breath is gonna help us lower our respiration rate a lot faster, so we're gonna be able to conserve a lot more air in that bottle, and it's gonna allow us to extend our cylinder for a lot longer. So capitalize on those times of rest is the best way for us to train. So if I'm moving hose, I might be working really, really hard if I'm the heel firefighter moving hose. But as soon as that nozzle firefighter opens up the nozzle, then I can box breathe, I can lower my respirations, and I can conserve my air versus sitting there and panting and wasting my cylinder. It's a really, really good time for us to start training with this concept so it becomes unconscious once we're actually doing work on the fire ground. So why does the box breath work? So what it's doing is it's helping lower our respiration rate, which helps lower our heart rate, and that activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest system. We want to be more parasympathetic than sympathetic if we possibly can on the fire ground, because we're going to be able to do longer duration of work and consume less air, which means our cylinder is going to last longer. The biggest factor to think about when we're doing our box breath is it has to be rhythmic. So as you'll see in this graphic here, it's called a box because it's a square. In this situation, we have a 4-second inhale, a 4-second breath hold with that full lung, a 4-second exhale trying to evacuate all of the air in our system, and then a 4-second hold with no air in the lungs at all. We want to go through this at least for 12 breaths total. So that would be 3 to 4 breath cycles, and that's where we're going to get this big sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system response. We'll go ahead and run through a cycle here, and when this dot gets bigger, we want to take that inhale, and then it's going to pause, and then we're going to not breathe at all. We're just going to hold our breath, and then as that dot gets smaller, we're going to exhale, trying to evacuate all of the air that we possibly can, and then we're going to pause with that full exhalation and no air in the lungs at all. It's going to run us through this system 4 times, so sit up nice and straight in your chair and get ready. If we can, let's try to do a box breath using our nasal breathing. So as we talked about in some previous videos, nasal breathing triggers a parasympathetic response, which is our rest and digest system, and it allows us to decrease our respiration and decrease our heart rate really, really quickly, but it takes a lot of practice. Some people, when they breathe through their nose, they actually increase their heart rate because they've never breathed through their nose in their entire life, and it's kind of like having a restrictor plate right on your face. And it's going to help you when we're going to go into a tactical or a box breath like we're going to teach you right now. So be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Let us know what you think. Let us know how we can help you, and stay smart.